What's up, guys? We are back here at Atlast Empires, and the best part about having a YouTube channel is the community and aspect of learning from each other. So yesterday when we posted the video about the new update and things like that, we were like, why can't we build this sniper cannon right here? It lets us put it down. It says it only needs 30k, 24k, 15k of resources, but when we put it down, it just would not build. So thanks to a comment, Elliot Hers, I believe is the name. Sorry if I butchered that. He said that it needs a crystal hammer and that it doesn't show. And that by watching the video, he realized that we don't have any crystal hammers. So what we did is we're going to go test this theory. We got a crystal hammer. Now you can see we have one of two. We can't upgrade this, but we can try to build our sniper cannon right now. We have all the resources. So let's go ahead and drop it down right where we want to. And yes, look, it is actually building. And now let's go take a look to see if our crystal hammer is gone. And no. Very interesting. So it did not take our crystal hammer, but it required us to have one to actually build it. So, sort of correct, Elliot, there, I guess. We'll see if this magically disappears in a second or so. But yeah, as of now, we still have one crystal hammer. There's just some funky glitch that's going on with this sniper cannon that requires you to actually own a crystal hammer, but it doesn't use it to actually build this building. Another ninja update that was found thanks to the community is defenses have a lot more HP. So let's take a look here. I don't know the old stats. I do not know the old HP on the mortar, for example. But look at this. It has 11,000 HP now, or 1,100 HP. It has a lot more HP. The turret also has, look at this, it has 2,180 HP. And so this is something that people are noticing by battling, because bases that you used to be able to easily defeat now are killing you. They're destroying you. You can't beat the same bases that you could beat yesterday. And it's because these defenses got more HP. So, for example, if we were attacking with dragons, we'll go into a battle here. I don't know if we have an army set up yet. But almost all these defense structures gained more HP. The barrel rocket does not look like it got more HP. It looks like it's still around the 910 mark. But the big thing is that the mortars got tons and tons of HP boost, and so did the turrets. So those structures are now going to take a lot longer to kill, which means they're going to deal more damage to the troops that are trying to kill the defense structures. So let's jump into a battle, show you what we're talking about. I believe our army is not really ready, but let's go ahead. So almost completely ready. We have dragons and we have caterpillars. So caterpillars and dragons used to be incredibly powerful because the caterpillars would snipe off the buildings, kill off the anti-airs, and then the dragons would just devour everything. We even just decided to build a whole bunch of dragons. We have 8. But, for example, in this base now, he has 2 sniper turrets that are live. This one over here is being upgraded. The green arrows mean it's being upgraded and it's offline. But the sniper turrets have a range of 8. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we go up here a little bit more, 7, 8. So the sniper turret can hit all the way over here and then in that circle radius. So it's going to be able to guard all of this area roughly. So if you're trying to attack this turret here with a caterpillar, most likely the sniper turret is going to kill you. And it's going to kill in one shot. Like, these things do enough damage to kill your units in literally one shot. So we can't get into this base. It's very well protected now. It's incredibly hard. So we have to skip over to the next one. And even on a base that we're going to see that has, somewhat weakish defenses, it's going to be a lot more difficult to defeat because of the HP bonus. We're not going to get 3 stars on bases anymore. So the enemy defensive structures and your own defensive structures are a lot stronger now with that HP boost. So here's a base that does look fairly weak that we probably before would attack this base, because all we have to do is take out this turret right here, and then we have the free shot at taking out these 2 anti-airs. But this mortar is now going to be very problematic for us. And then also, there's this other one over here that might be able to hit our dragons if we get over here. And there's also just not enough loot to make this really worthwhile. So let's go ahead and skip on, and maybe we can find a little bit easier base that has a little bit better loot. So here's a base, 42,000 gold. It's a lot better than the last one, but you have to worry about these sniper turrets. The anti-air is deep in the base as well, so that's going to be protected. It's just too difficult to go into that base right there. I like the difficultiness of the bases and being like, oh, you have to actually think about what you're doing. I think they went a little bit too much. So here, we'll do this base right here, because we can probably snipe off this Great Hall without taking any damage. We're going to go ahead and drop down our dragons. I'm going to drop down all 8 of them right there. And we're going to take a look at these turrets who are shooting. And they still got melted because we had 8 dragons right there. We have to hope that these barrel rockets cannot hit us, or that we can kill this Great Hall before. And we killed the Great Hall. The barrel rockets couldn't hit us. So at this point now, we have to back out. You're going to be looking for a lot of these bases now. Bases that don't cost you any troops. Because almost every base, you're going to lose some troops in now. You're also going to want to use more spells. So you're going to be using a lot more spells to deal with battles. So again, too strong. We're going to go back out of that base. Ooh, 126,000. So this, my greed is coming out. I want to attack this base because it has 126,000 in loot. And this base would have been really, really easy, because look at the barrel rocket is off on the side right here. One caterpillar could have killed it, but now we have this stupid sniper that is going to kill the caterpillars. So we're going to have to drop down like 6 or 7 caterpillars before we can kill this thing probably. On this side, we probably can still snipe this one off because this turret is a little bit further. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can probably kill this without getting shot by that guy. And then lastly, the last one is over here, and this is offline. So let's give this a shot. But we're going to see here, we're going to lose a lot of units in this. So before we'd be able to drop down 1 caterpillar on this side, we're going to go and drop down 3 just to kind of make sure. And then on this side, we're going to drop down like 6. And then once those go down, we're going to go ahead and drop down our dragons. And we're really only focusing on this top section over here. And we're going to try and take down this Great Hall. So there, one-shotting our caterpillars. So thankfully, you can see the sniper. It does shoot really slow, but it's just a one-shot kill. It's disgusting, guys. It is disgusting how strong that thing is. We are now going to go down and drop down dragons. I'm going to drop them more towards the center over here, so that it hopefully will go and hit that Great Hall before it kind of scatters around. So all those caterpillars that we dropped just died because of the sniper cannons. Like, they didn't stand a chance. Alright, so cool. Our dragon locked on there. Killing the Great Hall. Getting most of the loot right there. Let's see if we can get 50% too. So, barrel rocket just locked on. We're going to watch that dragon's HP now. And it looks like we got our 50%. So, we're going to bounce out of here. And look at that. I mean, that was an easy base, guys. But we lost 10 caterpillars in that base. Now we have to train those caterpillars up, which is going to take us, what, like 20 minutes to train up these caterpillars? Yeah, 20 minutes to train up those caterpillars with 3 barracks. So, we have to be incredibly careful with our units. The ground troops are just going to die really, really easy now. You might want to think about using the balloons, the cannons, the flying archer guys. So flying archers and dragons might actually be a viable strategy now, but unfortunately, these guys take 25 seconds to recruit, so you're going to spend a lot of time recruiting them because they're going to die in one shot as well. We haven't leveled them up, but maybe, just maybe, they get a little bit of more HP. It doesn't really look like their HP gauge is going to go up very high, but as long as they can survive a couple attacks on the turrets, that would be a huge blessing, and we might be able to use those guys now. So overall, I think in this current patch, in this current meta, you want to use dragons and maybe these cannons. Like, that's where I'm leaning towards. I don't think, you know, caterpillars might not even be great anymore. We might want to try and upgrade them a little bit more so they can get more HP and maybe get out of like one-shot kill range by those sniper cannons. But the sniper cannon just does so much damage. I think at level 1 it does 230 damage in a shot. So sniper cannon just does too much. So I like the sniper cannon, but it does way too much damage. The sniper cannon, in my opinion, should probably only do about 100 damage per shot. That means the Catakillers would be able to survive a couple hits, and then that means it would one-shot like the Barbarians, the Axemen, it would one-shot the Archers, it would one-shot the Raiders, it would have some trouble with the Golem, which it should have some trouble with the Golem. It would also have a little bit of trouble with a Ram. The Tempest would also be able to survive a little bit. The Glub would actually take 2 hits, which would be a really, really big changing thing. So, like, being able to kill the Glub in one shot is really, really good, because a lot of people are using the Glubs as just distractions. But if it doesn't kill them, that'd be huge. The Rogues definitely need adjustment now, because, like, they get murdered, massacred by these things. Even if the thing only did like 85 points of damage, it still would one-shot the Rogue. So, yeah. The Eaglets die instantly, so those things now suck. Yeah, like, it used to be Eaglets were good, but now Eaglets are just complete garbage. You cannot use Eaglets anymore. Like, they went over defensive. They overtuned the defenses here. The Warlocks are absolute garbage once again. Again, if it was all 100 damage, the Warlocks would be able to survive one shot. But at this current stage, they cannot survive one shot, so they're completely pointless. And adding three of these defensive structures is a little too much. When I talked about defensive structures needing a buff in a couple prior videos last month, I talked about adding one more turret. One more turret, not adding 3 sniper turrets or sniper cannons and buffing all of the HP. I would be really curious to see how much HP all these defensive buildings got. If anyone has the old stats, post that down below in the comment section. Would love to know. But yeah, even without these sniper cannons, if they just buffed up all of the defense HPs, the game would be a lot harder and the defenses would be a lot stronger. But when they did this on top of adding 3 sniper cannons, it is disgusting how hard that you're actually, you know, trying to raid and steal loot now. Like, loot is going to be incredibly hard to get. You're going to be doing one battle every 2 hours. Dragons even actually die. So I had some battles where some dragons, like, were going into a base like this, for example, and then there's 2 turrets next to each other that were pretty high level, say level 10, and because these guys had so much HP that the dragon was not able to kill it fast enough, that these 2 turrets actually killed a dragon or 2. It was like, wow, turrets are actually painful to the dragons now, depending on how strong they are, like what level, and what level your dragons are. So, huge changes. These things are all, ninja changes. They didn't tell us about the defense upgrades. They didn't tell us that you have to have a crystal hammer to construct this sniper cannon, but it does not take the sniper or the crystal hammer. So let me know in the comment section if you have found any other sneaky things that have been changed in the game right now. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe, have fun,